why am I fatter? Well, that's not what we started. It's not what we started. Even though I have not gained any weight, I ain't messing with you.
Why we're gonna start with the FiTT Twins. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good.
Of course we're gonna do that.
And welcome back. We are the FiTT Twins. We have been reduced by 1/3, but still as strong, right?
I called that brother today. He didn't even answer. He ain't no reduction. He forfeited his love. He didn't even answer my call.
And it wouldn't be right without me saying that I have won the challenge.
Oh, are you good? You're not going there. Because I don't want to have to lift this shirt on Zoom. I don't want to do that to you.
I don't. Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't know. You just went gallery.
I didn't even touch anything. Did you do that?
I did that. I'm just experimenting with the different ways to. I thought
like,
you had a presentation for us.
Oh, see,
so I wanted to give you the floor.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I don't want to have to lift this shirt out here. You know,
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I ain't doing it.
Don't hurt him, girl. I know you rock solid abs over there.
Oh no, ain't nothing rock over here. Ain't no rocks, but definitely, the challenge definitely put me in a state of being very intentional about trying to be as healthy as possible. It really did. I wish we were able to really do it, but the quarantine, we did not know we would go through this quarantine, but I think it saved me because, like I said, it was not very smart getting into that type of challenge with the physical. It's just not smart. And
then I went ahead and started specializing in the core,
in the belly. Now you're the belly lady. So
I'm the belly. I am the belly therapist.
So
and that's what your sign says in the back.
The sign. He is so observant. Look at you.
I saw it. Love your belly.
Your belly. So I launched Love Your Belly 2 days after my mom's birthday, which is July 15th. And yeah, we can talk about that later.
Amazing.
So I'm the belly therapist and I offer belly therapy services, and the belly therapy services fall under the Love Your Belly programs. Trademark pending.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that because trademarking is a little pricey.
But worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. But the process, you did it yourself, or you?
No, I hired a trademark
attorney,
copyright, patent lawyer,
of course,
intellectual property attorney.
Yep.
All of that. Yes.
All of that. They not cheap. The process ain't cheap.
Yeah, he gave me I was like, look, bro.
Yeah, it's important. Ask Dr. Dre.
Ooh.
His wife about to take his name. Like, she's about to take Dr. Dre.
Is she?
His wife?
Well, I know she's divorcing him, but I didn't know she was going.
Right, she's trying to take the trademark for the Chronic and the trademark for his name, Dr. Dre.
Why?
Hey.
Because they got married in California, and it's always half.
And she
don't get married there.
Dr. Dre, he's a 3-time loser, man. Like, he lost with NWA, like Eazy-E was messing him over. Then he lost with Death Row. Suge Knight was messing him over.
Yeah.
He had to go out on his own, and she been rocking with him for the whole time. She rocked with him for 25 years. At any point, like, he was doing well. At any point, she could have like bounced, but I guess
after she became that billionaire, that's a smart girl.
Right, she rode it out like till okay, you know.
She said, get them headphones on.
She played She played a really long game.
That's what you got to play on Black Man sometime. That's what that white girl did it. What you drinking, G? That's a little white joint right there. What that is?
No, that's just a little health tonic. I got a few things mixed up.
Yeah. Health tonic. Health tonic on the rocks.
Ain't no rocks in there.
That's great.
Health tonic neat, a neat health tonic.
No, it's chilled. Like, you You
I
shake
ain't never
it up
seen
and
none of that white.
shake
It
it
look
up
like
and spill it.
Alka-Seltzer or something.
I think we might have to go back to the FiTT triplets.
This is no,
You know,
this
he was
is,
doing a challenge, you know.
yeah. So I didn't tell
came
you
in, he
about
was
it when we were
he was
doing it.
Superman when I saw him.
Yeah, I had a I was doing a push-up challenge where I was
Okay.
doing a push-up for every day of the year. So I started in January, and then each day I increased and did the number of push-ups that it was in the day of the year for that day.
How far
So
did you get?
I got to 152.
That's pretty good.
So wait, when you got to 152, did you break that down into sets or you did that
Yeah.
straight?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was in sets.
Okay, that's still impressive.
Five
shoot.
sets of 30.
Wow, that's
impressive.
amazing.
That's impressive.
What threw me off was I had a little injury.
Mm.
And then after that, it was like I broke down a little bit.
Okay. I am broadcasting. Is that okay if I'm broadcasting live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure I'm broadcasting live. I am here with Black Box Radio and G, of course, aamadi with Fit Tribe Wellness. And I think we are known as the FiTT Twins. So if you want to listen in, listen in.
Did you say think? We are the FiTT Twins.
We are the FiTT Twins.
Yes, sir.
What are we going to talk about today?
So y'all remember
Quarantine 15.
So the way that, just so you know, so the way that the recording is set up, y'all remember the Wonder Twins when they used to do the fist, like Wonder Twins activate. So so the way that the cameras are oriented, if you can lift your fist up and you put yours down, Queen, y'all can do like a little activation.
Well, can we do a little black ovation?
How about like this?
Well, I just want y'all to be able to touch fists, like
touch my fists from the side.
Right. Well,
which way? This way?
Well, I'm looking at the orientation for the recording. In the recording, you're on the bottom and she's over you. So I was saying, Queen, do like this.
So I need to be down. Okay, because I'm
right.
Okay.
Right.
Up. You do
right,
up.
Right there. Right. Hold it right there, Queen. Now, just aamadi, just put yours up a little bit more. There we go. All right.
We're activating.
Y'all activating.
We're activated. I love
it. We're activating.
We're activated.
If you're just now joining us, I am being interviewed with Black Box Radio. We are the FiTT Twins. I am aamadi with Fit Tribe Wellness, and we are going to talk about the Quarantine 15.
Yes, sir.
Or the COVID-19.
COVID-19. 15.
If you got more than 15, you might have got that 19. You might have got that.
Somebody got the COVID-19 or the Quarantine 15.
If you have the COVID-19 or the Quarantine 15, you need to tune in.
All day.
What we're going to talk about? What you got? What questions you got? How we going to pop this off?
Listen, I ain't got no question. You know how I do. Everything comes off of these naps.
So, but do go ahead and do the Black Box intro, Queen.
Of course, you ready?
Yeah, we ready. We rolling.
All right, we were Black Box Radio. We have aamadi Coleman, because we are the FiTT Twins. And we're talking today about Quarantine 15, about those extra pounds that we've gotten being in the house. So I'm not going to say I got any extra pounds. How about you, D? I'm not even going to claim that, but how you feel about that?
Oh, I thought you were talking to, I thought you said G.
We are the FiTT Twins.
Why are you not saying nothing? Okay.
I said I'm not going to claim that Quarantine 15. How you feel about that?
About you not claiming it, or if I have?
Do you have? Don't worry about what's going on out here. Stay over there. How do you feel about your time?
It's interesting because I don't have a Quarantine 15. I don't have the Quarantine 10. I don't have the Quarantine 5. I think I'm where I was when I started. Good. And I actually think I look a little smaller, even though the weight is the same. But I'm teaching classes and I'm training people, and it's my lifestyle is my work. My work is my lifestyle. So I don't have the Quarantine 15, but I can help those that do have the Quarantine 15.
So yeah, I know that the last time we talked to you, you did one of our earlier Rona reports, and you were talking about doing your fitness classes over Zoom. So how has that process been for you?
It's actually quite good. It actually keeps me in check. It actually keeps me from getting the quarantine 15. So I teach upper body, I teach lower body, I teach core conditioning, and I teach step class. So I have a step over here, and people, they tune in, and each class is 30 minutes in and out. And that's 4 times a week, and people, you know, whoever signs up for it, I send them the link the night before, and they, you know, chime in, and we get busy. It's been great.
That's good. The Zoom, I'm telling you, this Zoom thing is like the new thing for fitness, for everything.
Yes, it is. Some people don't want to wear a mask, period. And then some people don't want to wear a mask when they're exercising. I don't blame them. And then there's some people that just don't want to leave their house. I don't blame them, you know, to each his own. But if you don't leave your house and you're not exercising, you are going to gain some weight. Because if you're in the house, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to eat more. And that's not because you're hungry. That's just because I would say boredom, emotional, which includes fear, anxiety, you know, all kinds of things, stress levels, cortisol levels go up. When your cortisol level goes up, your midsection goes up too. Well, I should say it gets bigger as well. So it helps keep me in check, and it helps keep the people that come to my classes in check.
Well, you said something. You said you don't blame people for not wanting to work out with a mask. What do you mean with that? Does that have something to do with the breathing, or what do you think?
So the body is designed, the way the body is designed, at least 70% of the body's toxins should be released through the breath, through exhalation, through exhaling. The inhale and the exhale don't weigh the same. If you could weigh them, which you can, I don't have the machines, I'm just saying. The exhale weighs more than the inhale. More toxins are being released. Now, if you have a covering over your nose and your mouth, and you're exhaling and inhaling in the same space, that could pose a problem. That could pose a whole nother host of problems. It's almost like you take a prescription drug and there are side effects, and sometimes the side effects can cause more damage than what you're actually taking the medication for.
Okay.
You know, I'm being dramatic, but just so you understand what I'm saying. So fresh air, is extremely important, especially when you are putting demands on the body that require a higher amount of oxygen, an increased amount of oxygen. So you need to take that into consideration. And if the lung capacity is not there, especially when you're doing cardio, it's extremely important, because the heart and the lungs are the top 2 things that are being used when you're doing cardio, and you don't have enough oxygen coming in, and you don't have enough quote unquote room or space for the exhale toxins to be released, and you're going to breathe that back in, that could cause problems.
Got it. Because I worked out with a mask, walking, and I really didn't see a problem, but that makes sense. I felt a little heavy sometimes, but I've done it the whole workout, but I'd rather not, of course, but I've done it. And just to see how it would go, you know?
And just a little bit more about breathing. So if people are not taking time to breathe deeply, okay, they're not releasing enough toxins. So a lot of women that I work with, they breathe up here. I call this, or it is called shallow breathing. I used to be a shallow breather. I used to breathe up here. So I'll be like, all right, where are your lungs? Where's your diaphragm? It ain't up here, right?
Yep.
And they're like, oh yeah, it's down here somewhere. I'm like, down there somewhere? You don't know where your organs are? You know, we have to breathe from our lungs. We need to breathe, well, I should say, from our diaphragm.
Okay.
And it's not up here. So it only takes about 40 seconds, 3 to 4 times a day, just to sit and deeply breathe to release enough toxins out of the body, provided that everything else is ideal, like water intake, sleep, you know, positive outlook on life, way of eating, physical activity, you know, breathing deeply. We don't do enough of that. And a lot of us, just on a basic survival level, we're not even breathing properly.
Whoa.
So forget the mask, forget the deep breathing. We're not even just like sitting here as you listening to me talk. Most women that I meet are not breathing properly.
Can you describe, can you demonstrate a proper, can you describe or demonstrate a proper breath?
Yeah, please.
So this is your back. Let me demonstrate how you should be breathing properly. This is just if you're, you know, sitting watching TV, in the car driving, just normal, not lighting a candle and burning sage, but just on a regular, everyday basis. This is your back and this is your belly. When you, I usually don't say inhale, but for the purposes of this audience, I'm going to say inhale. Back, belly.
Okay.
When you inhale, your belly should go out and expand with air because the lungs are expanding with air. When you exhale, it should deflate and your ab muscles and your belly button should come toward the spine.
Okay.
Deep breath, belly expands. Exhale, belly comes in. A lot of women that I work with, they do the opposite. They take a deep breath and they suck it in. And then when they exhale, they push it out. And a lot of the women that I target, that's actually bad for their abdominal muscle separation. And we can get into that later.
So wait a minute, you said you need to, your stomach should expand when you're inhaling?
Let me demonstrate. I'll demonstrate.
Yeah, demonstrate that.
Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale.
Okay.
Basic. That is at a minimum.
At a minimum.
That's not any kind of yogi, Sanskrit, mystic, like, no. East Indian, no. We talking about just like human breathing.
Okay. Wow. Exhale, expand.
And that,
Inhale,
I mean,
and I don't say inhale on purpose because when the brain hears inhale,
it's suck in.
So
Right.
you think you're gonna suck it in,
Exactly.
which is the proper way. So I say take a deep breath, expand the belly, exhale, bring the abs to the spine. A lot of people have a problem doing this, especially when most of their life they've been doing it in the opposite way. One way that you know that I'm telling the truth, because I don't like when people take my word for it. Lay down, not now. Lay down on the bed, lay flat. You can even bend your knees and breathe just normal. And put your hands on your stomach. Put your hands on your stomach like this when you lay down and just breathe like normal. Just look up at the ceiling and breathe. And your stomach is gonna rise when you take a breath. And your stomach is gonna fall when you exhale. Just like a balloon. When you fill up a balloon, what happens?
It inflates and deflates.
And then when you let that sucker go, it's flat again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's interesting because even when I do yoga, you know, they like breathe in and breathe out because yoga is about a lot of breathing. And so, wow.
And words have power, and people listen to the words, and they sometimes think it's the direction that they take.
Like N and X.
As opposed to just a general cue to change the inhale from the exhale.
I got to work on that one. I'm going to get on the bed and burn up my back.
Well, I think it does a lot for the stress response too. Just having that level of breathing does a lot for your stress response and your anxiety levels. I know a lot of people spend a lot of time, because you mentioned cortisol. A lot of time, this is a very stressful time for a variety of reasons that people are experiencing right now. So starting with that breath, it also has the benefit of not just clearing toxicity, but also kind of moderating your stress response.
Grounding yourself, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if we take 3 deep breaths right now, we're going to feel completely different.
So it's like a grounding. Who knew?
We do it, and we do it as as a reflex, when we get real mad, when we get real
Yeah,
mad,
you gotta breathe, like
we breathe. Like that's a natural response. I mean, it's
when
true.
you kill your children, you breathe.
We be like, oh my God.
Right. Because you're trying to flood your system with oxygen so you can fight and fly.
Oxygen. Many people don't realize that the first source of food for humans was not solid food that we know of it today. The first source of food for humans was the sun. Second source was the oxygen. And then so on and so on. So the main reason why we're eating plants, I eat plants. The main reason why we're eating plants is because of how the sun and the chlorophyll come together in the plant. Like, so we're basically
the plants metabolize the sun.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they can't do it without the oxygen, the wind, and the water.
Yeah. Oh, we get biological science going down in here. We teach it. This might be Baltimore City School.
That's right.
We coming.
So we gotta breathe.
We coming.
We gotta breathe.
All day.
You're not breathing. Up here, if you're breathing up here, you're not breathing. You're not releasing toxins.
I'm trying to breathe over here. I'm trying to breathe. All right. Quarantine 15. This quarantine has done a number on all of us, and we're still in it. So what can we tell the people to make it better? Because coming out of this quarantine fatter is not where we should be, or more unhealthy or whatever. We got to change that movement. So I hear a lot of people say, golly, I'm gaining all this weight. You know, I just keep eating and eating. What are some tips? What can we do differently?
Stop eating so much.
Like, don't do that. The
refrigerator's right over there.
Listen, if you are at a certain age, I am going to dare to say,
what's that certain age?
It is not due to a lack of information that you don't know what to do, or you don't know what not to do. Okay. You know you're supposed to be drinking a certain amount of water.
Yeah.
You know you're supposed to be getting a certain amount of sleep. You know you need to be breathing. You know that chips at midnight is not good.
Come on now.
I'm just saying, I'm not judging.
At the lower, you know, you hitting us at the lower of the lowest. No chips at midnight. Come on, man.
I ain't judging. I'm just saying most
the avocado, you know you put the vegetable.
Most people.
Okay.
Most people know what they should do and what they should not do.
But we know,
So I'm gonna give you a tip.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, yes, you should. No, you got that in my newsletter and y'all still ain't pay no attention to it. So what you need to do is do some deep breathing and focus on changing your mindset, because it's not going to work if this doesn't change. You can change your diet, and I don't like to use the word diet, but you can change your way of eating for a week, but it's gonna go back if you haven't changed this. You can work out for a week, but if you haven't changed this, you're gonna always go back to the default setting. Always. I've been in this industry for a decade, and it happens with me too. If I don't change my mindset about something, and I could work as hard as I want, it's gonna go right back. It might be a week, it might be a month, it might be a year, but if I haven't changed my mindset, it ain't going.
So we're like computers. We go right back to our default setting. What is going on? Wow. Okay. So you're right. So if you of a certain age, you know better. But the problem is we say to ourselves, like, I'm in this house, I deserve some ice cream. I'm in this house.
Ice cream because you in the house. That don't even make no sense. You gotta come stronger than that, Queen. You tell it on yourself. This is what
you tell yourself sometimes.
You
like, in this house for a whole week. I deserve me some ice cream, or I deserve this. I'm in quarantine. I deserve me some cookies. You know,
all right, you in quarantine, you deserve some ice cream. Go in the freezer, get those frozen bananas, put them in a blender, throw in a couple of walnuts, throw in some cinnamon, some shredded coconut if you like it. Add whatever kind of liquid you want, probably milk, plant-based preferably, and maybe a little dash of cardamom, a dash of salt. Bam, 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 bam. Get yourself a spoon. You got some ice cream.
Here we go.
You deserve to
not
live
the ice cream I was talking about.
You deserve to live a healthy and prosperous life. That's what you deserve. You do not deserve to live a life with a ball and chain, dragging a ball and chain across life because of your lack of willingness to change your mindset.
Or discipline. Because I know better. But you know, it's almond ice cream.
Don't be trying to get on my business.
It's a nut. It's a nut. so
listen, I'm not saying you can't have ice cream. I'm not saying that it's wrong to have cookies. I'm not saying it's wrong to have chips or pizza or fries or fried fish or alcohol or stay up late or don't drink no water. I'm not saying it's bad to do that, but I'm saying you know how you feel when you do those things and you know how you feel when you don't. I say live based on how you feel. Just like I'm sure both of y'all and all y'all listening, you might be in your car or somebody else's car, minding your own business. Ain't nobody talking. You just minding your business. And then all of a sudden you got this feeling that somebody looking at you. You got this, like you ain't got no clue. Nobody gave you a memo. You minding your business. And all of a sudden you like, and somebody looking at you. You be like, dang, that's your intuition. That's your higher power within. You need to go with how you feel, not with what I say, not with what Style magazine says. You need to go with how you feel. And if you wake up in the morning feeling like crap because you had some health tonic over there, or you didn't get enough sleep.
Drake and G, that's what I tell them.
I love
it. We better get it out now.
No, I had to let them know what you were talking about. I did
right. I loved it. He stuck that in. He's like,
yes, sir.
Yes. Come see me. Yeah, ask me how I feel in the morning. I know sometimes we do act as our own worst enemies.
Yeah.
And we routinely act in conflict with what we say it is that we want for ourselves.
True.
You know, so there's a lot that's going on with that, and that mindset shift is really
excruciating.
It's excruciating. It's difficult. There's a lot of things that you have to face in yourself in order to give yourself the permission. I mean, I think a lot of times we are subconsciously punishing ourselves. We're flagellating ourselves. We're bringing on the suffering because of what we think we deserve. On the subconscious level, we act in that.
That's deep. That is
I say it all the time. I deserve this. I deserve to eat out. I deserve to get me some lasagna. I hear it all the time.
But there's this other side to it also. There's this, you know, I learned this. I swallowed this hard pill with my mother. Some people don't want to heal. Some people do not want to heal. Some people don't know how, but want to. Right. Some people have no idea that they need to. There are all these different categories.
Right. And when I say deserve, I'm not talking about like, you know, what you were saying consciously. I'm talking about like the self-sabotaging behaviors that are based on our internal self-image. Like the trauma that we've internalized that gives us this negative view and causes us to discount our value. That kind of guides our subconscious behaviors on top of whatever we know, yeah, this is going to be good, but then on the inside we haven't healed. So we are perpetuating that trauma, that injury, just because we haven't dealt with it, or it's familiar and we're comfortable with it. So we don't want to address it.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Or we're in denial of it. Whenever you are in denial of any part of yourself, it's impossible to move forward. I would say wholly wholly.
So people come to you. So do you have that issue in your business? Like when someone wants to be trained, they're in total denial? Or when people come to you, they're ready for that switch? You get deniers too?
I'll tell you a story. I had a client, mother of two. She had multiple sclerosis. So that's very dear to my heart because my mother had that also.
Oh, wow.
I had her on an assisted Smith machine. Assisted Smith machine, you have the bar, the rack here, you have it, and I was having her do back squats.
Okay.
And holding the bar like this, I didn't think it was a big deal. So she did maybe 10 or 15 of them, and then I don't know what I was doing. I think my back was to her. I don't know what was happening. And I turned around and she's crying. I said, "Are you all right? Why are you crying?" And she was like, "I didn't know that I could do that. I told myself that I wouldn't be able to do this, and I just did it. And I'm just like, I just like broke this prison that I created for myself. And oh my God, so they were tears of joy because she broke something that she put on herself. And I was completely clueless about it. A lot of us put a lot of constraints on how we think and what we think we can do and how can we succeed. So we just don't even try. And then here someone comes like me and I'm like, "No, you're gonna do this." I'm unaware, first of all. Mm-hmm. And she just broke what she, like this make believe, this invisible prison. She just completely tore down. Now, people come to me, it's interesting you asked that question because people come to me thinking they're ready to get fit and lose weight, but I go way deeper. I'm asking about how often are you having poops? I'm asking like, what do you do for work? I'm asking, do you wear high heels? I'm asking how much sleep you get. I'm asking all kinds of questions because you can't lose weight if I'm just training you and all I know are your injuries. And I'll tell you why, because if you have a night job and you're like, say, a 45-year-old woman and you have a night job, it will probably be more difficult for you to lose weight than the 45-year-old woman that does not have a night job. We have a circadian rhythm, and usually around between 7 and 10 p.m., we start feeling like we need to start winding down the day. Even if we know we can't, we still get that feeling like, damn, I know I need to be in bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. And we always get that feeling. It's like this pressure buildup. But if people stay awake past that, they're kind of defying their circadian rhythm. What happens? Cortisol levels go up. What happens when cortisol levels go up? Your midsection ain't going nowhere, no matter how hard you gotta really try. Everything else gotta be on point.
Especially when you're going downstairs to get that almond ice cream.
Oh my gosh. Especially when you having that glass of wine or that margarita on Friday night, because you deserve it.
Well, I don't drink, so I don't deserve that. I don't have that issue. Thank you. Oh, let's get it, G. Oh.
Y'all don't even, y'all are speculating what this is.
I know, but let's get
it. What is the health tonic?
Because I'm gonna tell y'all what's in here.
Okay. What's in there?
Health tonic.
Say what now?
We asked, what is the health tonic, sir?
It's just it's ouzo.
Ouzo.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. So whatever.
I hope that's chilled.
It's chilled.
Okay.
You know what ouzo is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't prefer it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
I really don't know what that is. So I'm gonna stay out of that because I don't know about ouzo. But this is called water.
Agua.
Black box radio cup. That's all it is water. I don't drink, so I don't have those constraints. Drinking, I gave that up. Those calories I can't fight. Yes. So I don't have, my issues are that cake and ice cream, that nut. That gotta have the ice cream.
Some people have cake and ice cream issues. It's okay.
I do, but I work out. So I do have that issue, but I do work out.
So there's a study that says that this is about intermittent fasting and eating what you want versus refraining from what you want. And the results show that if you intermittent fast, but still eat kind of what you want,
okay,
as opposed to not eating what you want for a certain amount of time, you'll actually lose more weight.
What's intermittent fast? Tell the people.
So intermittent fasting is when there's a block of time in each day, or whatever day you decide to do it, where you refrain from consuming food. So if you wake up at, let's say, 6 a.m., you don't eat until 10 a.m., 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's say from 8 to 8, that's 12 hours, you can eat. And the other 12 hours, you don't eat.
Oh, I think I can do that.
So I had a client this morning that was talking about intermittent fasting, and she was like, when I wake up, I'm ready to eat. And so we calculated how many hours she was fasting, and she was fasting for 16 hours. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I told her. Men and women have a different response to fasting. Men can go, in general, 16 hours if we're doing this, 14 to 16, like we're picking, hours just for simplicity. Men can go for 16 hours without eating way easier than a woman can. I usually, if someone that I'm training wants to know about intermittent fasting, I tell them try not to go past 15, maybe 14 hours at the most. 14, 15 is kind of pushing it, because women, whether you have children or not, we have more body fat, and that is because we are childbearing. We have most women have the ability, they have a uterus, they have fallopian tubes, they give birth. And so we eat more. Physiologically, we're designed to eat more because we're designed differently.
I'm gonna use that.
So this is why she's like, oh my God, I'm going crazy. I need to eat. I said, yeah, because you're going 16 hours without eating. Eat something before you hurt somebody. And now you in jail. No, we don't want that.
Turn into Joe Pesci. Eat something before you turn into Joe Pesci.
Yes.
Joe Pesci's what Joe Pesci do?
I don't know. You've seen those Snickers commercials, like you're not yourself when you're hungry. And they have the people turn into, oh yeah, I know, not y'all don't know anything. Neither one of y'all watch TV. This is for the audience. I'm pretty sure y'all got that reference. And y'all know who Joe Pesci from Goodfellas. He's a famous.
I know who Joe Pesci is, yeah.
Right.
But, we don't watch TV that much, sorry.
Right.
So
but
let me ask a question. This intermittent fasting, do you suggest that? Because I was thinking like on Monday, I would start out the week fasting, like a water fast, water all day, and maybe fruit.
Okay.
And then that's it. And then the next day start eating.
Okay.
Solid food. What do you think about something like that?
I think that's good if you prep yourself the day before and you transition very gently the day after.
The prep. What you mean by the prep?
If you go to Big Mama's house on Sunday,
yes,
Sunday dinner for that mac and cheese and that that heavy
that rice and collard greens
food, where if you look at it, you gain quarantine 15 like instantly. And then you wake up the next day and you want to do a water fast, I'll give you $10 if you succeed.
Really? Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen.
Also, you have to
taper
down the day before. Got it.
Yes, you need to prepare the body, or the body is going to be in severe shock. And you're going to probably eat way more than what you plan tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought. I thought you would load up the day before. No. You know me, I'm going to hit it the day before.
You can't, contrary to popular belief, you can't eat for the future.
That's exactly what I was going to try to do.
You can't eat for the future.
And then, so let's say you do transition quite nicely into a water fast.
Yeah.
Water, fruit, very light eating. And that's Monday. And then Tuesday, you don't want to just start eating like a rack of lamb and, steak. You
Take your time.
Gradually, you know what I mean? And that's how I do it when I do my monthly juice fast. We didn't do it for September, but we did it May, June, July, and August. And that's what I teach people. I teach people to gradually go into a juice fast and to gradually come out of a juice fast.
So you fast for the whole month?
No, the juice fast, well, the first month that we did it, it was a 5-day juice fast, but we wean ourselves in. We take 4 days to carefully wean ourselves in. We do a 5-day juice fast, 3 to 5 day juice fast, and then we take about 3 days to wean ourselves out.
Oh, okay.
So that ends up being about half of the month.
Yeah, I can only do that one day.
But guess what? Well, see, mindset.
Yeah.
Words are power. You can. Sí se puede. Yes.
That's 4 days without no almond ice cream, girl. What are you talking about? I'm being honest.
It was banana and walnut, by the way.
Oh. I'm talking about that almond ice cream I'm eating.
You got some almond? I'm coming over. Text me your address. We're going to share that ice cream.
Yeah, I eat almond ice cream. I eat ice cream, but it is almond ice cream. And I don't eat regular ice cream.
It's dairy free?
Yeah, it's dairy free.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's dairy free. And the coconut ice cream, they're both dairy free, but the almond is smooth. It's so good, honey.
All right.
Really good.
It's like smooth, like real ice cream, huh?
It's so good.
What do you mean like real ice cream?
That's what I'm saying. It is ice cream, sir. Real.
Non-dairy ice cream
is better than real ice cream.
Cream.
It just doesn't use cow's milk.
Yeah.
If you only knew what was made of cow's milk, you wouldn't
stop eating ice cream.
You wouldn't eat anything that was made in it. Do you know that there is a federal regulation with cow's milk on how much pus per milliliter can be contained in the cow's milk?
You're doing it. You tell them. Tell these folks eating cereal every morning.
It's a federal law of how much is allowed, how much pus, how much bacteria, how much nastiness. Like, so they are aware of it. And they're like, oh, yeah, we know, but this much is
allowable. You're right. You're right. And that is why we see so much disease. The consumption of dairy products is probably one of the biggest disease carriers for the human. And people, they tell them vitamin D is in it. It is so bereft of vitamin D.
Oh, and there's a wonderful, it's very old, but there's a very wonderful study that shows that the steady increase of dairy products, milk in particular, there is a positive, meaning it's going in the same direction, not negative. It's a positive correlation with osteoporosis.
I was gonna give you that word if you didn't find it, because I knew that's where
I found it. Thank you so much, Mr. Ozio. Look. Yes. So
that's why I got new knees.
The study is saying the more milk people drink, the more cases of osteoporosis.
Yep. Arthritis.
So does not make your bones stronger. It actually probably depletes the calcium from the bones. And weightlifting actually increases the bone density. How about that?
That's why I got new knees.
Bone density, pick up a dumbbell. Put down the glass of milk and pick up a dumbbell. How about that?
It's like pick up a dumbbell, dummy.
When I tell people I don't drink milk, they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, but milk is the problem. But we've been conditioned, and we don't understand that milk isn't actually, it's a problem for humans. Humans should not consume cow milk. Let's say that.
Well, does anybody know? Does anybody know how long it takes a baby cow to grow from birth to adulthood?
With the chemicals or without the chemicals? Which one you want?
No, a regular baby cow drinking from its mother, the cow milk. How long? Like, what's the growth process compared to?
I don't know. I don't do cows. How long?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't do cows. I don't know.
I think that it's a 20-fold growth rate. A baby calf, I think, grows 20 times quicker, 15 to 20 times quicker than a human baby.
Drinking that milk.
Now think about that. You're going to take the cow milk designed for the baby cow and give it to the human.
And it's going to grow.
Does the cow take the human milk and give it to it? We are the only species that gives our babies another species
but
milk.
Not only that, then we see all our babies with baby titties and baby a little boy.
Yes, we got 13-year-old girls that's like 3 times bigger than me. I mean, it ain't that hard.
You see the development of our children, and no one understands that starts with dairy products. And it's really unfortunate. We had these big
to be honest, that includes dairy products, but that's not the end all. It's the
no, it's not the end all. Yeah, I'm not saying that's not the end all, but it helps. You know, when they put milk in the baby's mouth at the beginning of their life.
Y'all get that cow's milk out of your family's mouths.
Get it out. Get some health tonic.
You know what I heard? That was funny. You know what I heard? I don't know how true it is, but I heard that. So y'all know that cows pass gas, right? Cows pass gas so much that
I think I know where you're going with this.
They contribute.
The ozone.
Yes, they contribute to the supposed hole that's getting bigger in the ozone layer because of the methane gas being released from their flatulence. I haven't researched that, but
yeah, I've heard that too.
What if we just stop eating meat then? If we stop eating so much cows, imagine how the world would be.
I think I read this somewhere that it takes, I don't know, 20 million liters of water to produce like a couple of steaks or like something ridiculous, or to feed a couple of cows, or like per year or something like that. And it's like, you know, there are 40 million people a year that die from malnutrition, starvation.
And we feeding cows.
And then you have these people that are dying of starvation and malnutrition that are growing the grains, and they're selling them to our country, and we're using those grains to feed the animals. Meanwhile, their families and their communities are dying because they don't have food.
Unbelievable. I believe it. Wow. We learn something every day. So listen, this is not a show about cows. I don't want no problem with the people.
We're gonna have the
went after them cows. You know, they came for her. So, you know, I don't want to do nothing with the beef industry or
right. Well, I mean, we're stating facts. They can't.
We're stating facts, though. This is facts. I know about the pus. That is true. But I know that when I took cow milk out of my diet, I saw a great difference.
What differences did you see?
Digestion. Number one, the ability to digest.
Digestion.
Yes, and the lack of not being as gastric. It promotes gas.
Yes.
You meant gassy.
I know if I'm farting, the cow is farting because he carrying that shit.
Less mucus.
Yeah, mucus. You know.
Probably if you had eczema.
Being heavy, I felt heavy. You know, I didn't even know how heavy I was feeling. You know, it was a heavy feeling. But after a while, my body started rejecting it. Every time I would try to eat it or drink it, I get nauseous. Even if I eat a piece of cake, I get nauseous. I got to get certain cakes.
Well, you know, 70%
pound
of
cake.
the human population.
Pound cake, bro. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say 70% of the human population are lactose intolerant. They cannot they cannot break down
digest
protein, lactase.
And that tells you right there that we shouldn't be, if that is 70% of your human population cannot digest, the body's not meant to.
And that includes Native Americans too.
Well, they're Africans. It's all good. It's all good. We're not going there. We're staying in the quarantine 15. All right. So I heard, stay in the box. So I heard that my almond run is not good at night.
Well, what time at night?
Fast gently.
Midnight, she said.
Midnight.
Also, I can have it at 7 o'clock. Gotcha. But I did learn another thing, that being a woman, I need to eat more. I appreciate that. I'm going to utilize that.
Whoa.
She's doing that thing.
Holla. Hold up.
I got a uterus.
She's doing that thing where she's twisting up your words again. You know how she does.
Yes. As a woman, our body compared to a man's, yes, we are designed to eat a bit more frequently.
Got it. You know, you better tell me.
You can go run amok and just eat whatever, whenever, however, all day, all night. That's not what I said. I want that on the record. Are we recording?
We're recording.
We record. So I got it wrong. That we can eat more frequently. Got it. right?
And this is the other thing. Eat when you're hungry. And don't eat when you're not hungry. But just because, look, we have been conditioned on so many levels that we're not even aware. When you wake up, breakfast is served. When you noontime, when the sun is high, we got to eat lunch. Right before sunset, we got to eat dinner. And maybe in between, we're eating snacks. That's way too much food, especially if you're not, conscious of how much you're eating at each time. That's number one.
Okay. How many times you eat a day?
I might eat twice, and then I might have like a piece of fruit or something.
That's why you got a priority. That's why them shoulders little. I see them little shoulders because you're eating no food. Oh, don't you want to do that on television? I mean,
don't make me pull out the guns. Don't you?
You don't want to do that. Ooh, I see you. Gee, put them push-up thongs out there. I know you got them 152.
Be challenging me on Zoom.
I'm good. Girl. I'm good. They know what time it is.
I'm just saying, though, I don't eat.
They see this tight sleeve over here. They know what it is.
I get it. That sleeve tight, ain't it, bro? I'm feeling you.
Yes.
But I just wonder, like, how many times to eat. I don't, I think a lot of times people say don't eat when you're hungry, but sometimes I'm always hungry. I'm not eating, I don't eat all the time, but I don't think you're always hungry. Work out, it seems like I'm always hungry.
I don't think you're always hungry.
Okay.
You are not always hungry. You're not always hungry.
You're unfamiliar with the hunger signal. You haven't been hungry in a long time.
So I got it mixed up.
Right.
You could be dehydrated.
It seems like when I work out, I'm ready to eat. After I do my protein shake, and then I want to eat. And then later on, I want to eat. And I might eat vegetables, I might eat fruit, but I'm eating something. I'm always got something in this mouth. I'm always doing it.
How much water do you drink?
Huh?
How much water do you drink?
I drink a lot of water.
Everybody says that. You'd be amazed.
I drink about 3 liters a day.
You drink about what?
About 3 liters.
Can you break that into ounces? I live in America.
Let me see. Let me look at my bottle here.
Doing about 40 ounces. 45 ounces a day.
I'm not gonna ask you, I'm not gonna put you on the spot and ask you what your body weight is. So I'm gonna let you.
I'll tell you. You ain't no spot. This for the people.
All right, for the people. How much you weigh?
170.
All right. Divide that by 2. What you got?
So it's like 100. It's like 100 ounces.
That's 80 something. Oh, don't tell me no 80 ounces. You better get it right. That's more than 64. The recommended allowance. I told her 170 while you were away. I told her I weigh 170. She said break that in 2. So 2 and then 17 goes 8. So that's about 80 something ounces a day. That's more than the 64 ounces they say you have to drink.
Who is they?
Them people.
The same people that said milk does a body good? Please, please.
Them same folk.
Listen, let me tell you something. Drinking water, it doesn't, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you have 100-pound woman and a 300-pound man, do you really think they should be drinking the same amount of water?
Well, men have muscles.
Do you think, okay, sorry, a 100-pound woman and a 300-pound woman, do you think that they should be drinking the same amount of water, and do you think that they can hold the same amount of liquor? I'll wait.
I don't know about the same amount of water, but they can hold the same amount of liquid.
She said liquor.
Oh, liquor. Oh, no. I think you said liquid. Liquor? Yes. No, a smaller can hold more liquor.
No. That's like breathing in the reverse. No.
That happens to me all the time with these small people who can drink and drink and drink.
Listen.
Okay.
Half your body weight in ounces. Every day should be your goal for water intake. If you are a 100-pound person, if you weigh 100 pounds,
50.
That's 50.
300
ounces per day. Well, what does that look like? So if somebody has a calculator out there,
that's like 6 glasses a day, 6 8-ounce glasses. That's 48 ounces. You know, so but a 300-pound person is supposed to drink 150 ounces of water a day.
What's the body made up of? What's the
Well,
number?
70% of the body is water.
I tell you what, if they 300 pounds and they drink that much water, they're not going to be here 300 pounds long.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, drinking water is.
Why?
I bet you if they start drinking, the 300-pound person, G's right. If you take a 300-pound person and let's say they just stop drinking soda.
Okay.
They still eating all the other madness.
Okay.
Provided they don't have a thyroid issue. Because some people who have thyroid issues, they blow up like my brother. So we're saying that the thyroid is fine. And all they do is drink more water and give up the soda. And they do that deep breathing. They'll probably lose that weight real quick.
I got to get this deep breathing together. I'll be doing that. I'm not, every time I want to eat, I'm going to deep breathe.
So let me tell you, I'm about to blow your minds. There's she over there deep breathing.
Because I'm breathing right now, so I don't go over to that refrigerator. Go ahead.
There's an amazing TED Talk. I have to get the name for you. It's this guy. He had this question. He was like, all right, when I lose weight, where does the fat go? Does it actually get burned? Like, where does the weight go?
I thought you piss it out.
What happens? So he did some research. Y'all want to know what happens?
I thought you piss it out or doodle it out.
You breathe it out.
I'm gonna breathe. They're gonna say, God.
It's like I'm on a diet right now. It's exhaust. Yeah, it's exhaust. It comes.
That is
remember I started this off by saying that the exhale is heavier than the inhale.
You did.
So you're breathing out on a molecular level that fat.
You know what? When I work out and that breath, that exhale, I'm going, but when I'm still breathing in, and I don't hear that, but I hear that exhale. So, that makes sense. But I thought when you peeing a lot, because when you drink a lot of water, you're pissing out fat. That's what I thought. I'm Lord, that's amazing. I'm going to breathe so much. I'm not eating all
You got to put on that. Got to put on that old Fabulous track. Breathe.
I said, what you doing? Breathing? I'm breathing.
Breathing.
Wow.
It does a body good, not milk.
That does a body good. And yoga it's all breathing, and then movement and breathing. So, and I was like, golly, and then you leave there, you're hurting. I'm like, how can you hurt with yoga? Yoga is the body.
Yeah, yoga is serious. When you're doing it right, you got.
I was walking like a 99-year-old. My toenails was hurting. I said, this is crazy.
That's your toenails.
Toenails, sis. I was tiptoeing into the house. Like my first yoga, I didn't know. It woke me up in the middle of the night. Like every time I would move, I was like, this is crazy. Breathing, but that's what it's about. I'm like, so I did not know. That is amazing. So I'm gonna breathe more, eat less. I'm learning some stuff. As a woman, I can eat 75 times a day.
I didn't say that.
Frequent. I know you know how I am. I'm gonna change everything.
So let me tell you about eating.
Okay.
All right. This is what I learned in my classical naturopathy class. That humans, and it's true, I agree with it. Humans have become addicted to the agitation of digestion. Every time you eat something, it has to go somewhere. It needs to be processed through the stomach, through the intestines, depending on if it's a carb. If it's a carb, actually the digestive process starts in the mouth with the saliva breakdown, and the protein starts in the stomach, and the bowel squirts to and it then goes in the intestines, and then you have your bowel movement. That takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot. What's going on over there? Did you pay the bill? We back. All right, good. We back. We live.
I told you as time goes on, her setting is gonna Can't do the backlight. Can't do the backlight.
No, that backlight ain't working. Go ahead.
Real quick. So when you eat something, it's like every time you eat something, you need to get up and run around the block. This is what I tell the juicing group. Every time you eat something, even if it's like a handful of nuts or a handful of popcorn, get up, run around the block. Every time you eat something, get up and run around the block. Now, why do I say that? Because that's what you're making the digestive system do. That's what you're making your whole body do. Every time you eat something, it has to stop what it's doing and it has to digest this. Wow. Why do you think they tell you don't eat before you go swimming? Because it has to pick. Because your body has a certain amount of energy and a certain amount of water. You got to pick. Are you going to swim or are you going to digest that food? And sometimes if you don't adhere to that and you eat and then you go swimming, what's it going to pick? It's going to pick the one that's going to put you in survival mode the most. It's going to make you throw up. So now it don't have to worry about digesting it so that you can swim. So every time you eat something, your body has to stop what it's doing and put all that focus down into the digestive system. And sometimes you can't think clearly. You can't focus on what you're doing because all that energy is now down here in your gut. That's why when you fast, that energy rises back up because it's no longer being compromised by the digestive system. So your energy level rises up and you actually feel lighter, clearer, focused, and you can get stuff done.
So wait a minute, maybe, let me ask a question. So if you're a person like me that eats all day pieces, you know, like I eat something and I come back and eat it and come back and come back. That's not good. I should just eat at once. That might stop me from eating. Every time, if I have to get up every time and go around the block, oh yeah, I might slow down that eating.
So if you like nuts, what is it that you snack on a lot?
Why it gotta be me? G don't never tell his secrets.
It's the FiTT Twins. I'm just here.
I do like sometimes I Fig Newtons.
All right, Fig Newtons. If you know realistically, you gonna have
the wafer. That's my problem. Them little. I say it's a fruit and a cookie, so I'm getting it all at once. So I eat the Fig Newtons, organic one, but it's a fruit.
No, it's not.
It's a fig. What's wrong with you?
More than likely, it's not a real fig that came off of a fig tree by the time they got into that Newton, okay? I don't know who you think you fooling, but you ain't.
It's a Newton.
You ain't fooling me. Anywho.
So I eat one, go upstairs, chill for a while, come back down, give me another one.
All right, so how many of those do you eat in total in a day?
I'm running around too. I come in and out the house. I might eat one. Maybe in total, maybe like 4, maybe 5 or 6 a day.
All right. So tomorrow you're gonna go upstairs during the time that you can eat since you're intermittent fasting, and you're gonna go get 5 of them suckers.
Okay.
And you're gonna carry them around with you, and you're gonna eat them within 10 minutes.
Okay. I can do that.
And that's your ration for the day.
Oh, but I can't go see him again? Whew.
Go see them 24 hours later.
Oh, they're gonna call me all night.
You gonna let some Fig Newtons take over your life? Come on now. Black attitude, power to the people, power to the Fig Newton. What?
See what I tried to do, twin, is eat
what
the
happened
fruit.
Was
I try to eat the fruit in the wafer instead of eat
no fruit. We ain't get past that yet.
She went.
Instead of get the chocolate chip cookie, I get the Fig Newton cookie.
She went from Huey Newton to Fig Newton. All that black attitude from Huey Newton to Fig Newton.
I'm trying to tell you, but that's like my Fig Newtons and just trying not to eat chocolate chip cookies. I'd rather eat that. That's the truth. So I'm trying to. So I got to get rid of my figs. I can do that though. That's not a problem. I just eat that because I can. But my ice cream gonna be the problem. Now that's gonna be the problem.
All right, I'm gonna give you another tip. Before you do your 7-mile hike,
okay.
So typically, what time do you eat before you do your mile?
No, never eat. I can't eat and work out or drink.
Great, great. I was just gonna say the body has glycogen stores, and if you don't do anything with that stored up glycogen, it's gonna convert and turn and be stored as fat. The body really wants you to use up all of those stores first before you eat anything else.
Okay.
And it would like to burn all that off first. That's how you lose weight. If you're gonna eat breakfast or eat something and then go work out, it's not gonna work off, it literally cannot access the stored glycogen. It's gonna work off of what you've just eaten.
Got it. So it's better for me to go
Exercise
out
in a fasted.
Don't eat before I work out, right? Which I already do. I never eat before.
So this is one of the 2 reasons why I recommend exercising in the morning. 1, you haven't eaten yet, and 2, you'll sleep better at night.
Yeah, I don't have no problem sleeping.
If you exercise at night, you might have some issues trying to go to sleep.
Oh, why is that?
Exercise energizes you. You might be tired, toenails and all, but you have a hard time trying to go to sleep because you just like energized.
You keyed up. You keyed up.
You oozoed up.
Oh, that was a shade right there.
Oh no. I mean,
I like that. Twin, that's that little slide through. I like that.
No, we're fine.
And he's still gonna drink some more. Isn't that something? That's how he do. He's like, okay. He's like, okay.
Like that's for later. That's to get my mind right for later. This ain't got nothing to do with this. I just got to come through.
By the time we talk next time, I'm gonna know what ouzo is. Y'all not gonna keep me. I need to know what that is. So okay, so we kind of winded down. What are 3 things that people can change right now in this quarantine to change outcomes right now?
So you know I'm technical, right?
Yes.
All right. She's like, yes. All right.
You told me my fig isn't a fruit. I'm like, what you talking about?
Well, I've had fresh figs off of a tree, so I'm like, that's not
the same.
No.
I've had them too, but that's not the same. You're right. Go ahead.
All right. What can they change about what?
3 things about behaviors. You know, when you're in the house, the refrigerator isn't going anywhere. The kitchen and the stove, they're going to be there. But you got to do something here. So what is 3 things they can do right now to change outcomes with this weight gain? Because we're not getting out of quarantine for a minute.
I would say back away from the political shows and social media a little more. I would say try to get more rest and try to do more deep breathing.
I've been breathing since you told me I'm losing weight. Though. I done lost 10 pounds. So you're saying that social media and television and all of that is a process of eating, of gaining weight?
I would say that it's an indirect contribution.
It's a stressor.
Because it can be a source of stress. It can be a source of anxiety. It can be a source of feeding the fears of people. There's so much information out there on one side, the other side, upside, inside. And it's like, all right, what's the truth? Like, we don't even know. And then you got some people, they don't even care if it's the truth. They're going to hold on to it because it feels comfortable to them, whether or not it's true or not. And you have this all over the place. And so there's so much happening in the world.
Yeah.
And I think also it's a habit trigger too for a lot of people. Like, you know, you sit down, you grab your bowl of chips, you know, and you consume it like a drama, or you sit there and scroll.
Yeah, y'all see me?
Barely.
I look like I'm like, all you see is my teeth. What's going on?
You ain't got no light.
And the glare on your glasses.
Well, I'm gonna just stop my video for a second and keep talking. Go ahead. I'm gonna turn on the light. Keep talking.
But yeah, that's pretty much why I recommend to kind of back away from the social media. That's one reason, the social media and the television, because indirect feeding of these emotions, and then the emotions will build up, and then people emotionally eat. That's number one. Number two, you're sitting more than likely while you're on social media or watching TV. That's number two. Number three, screen time. You should limit, we hear a lot about limiting screen time for children, but we need to limit screen time for ourselves as well, especially if we don't have those special blue light blocker, whatever that is, you know?
Eyes, yeah.
We need to take care of ourselves the way, you know, we hear this say that they want to take care of their children. So
I agree. I agree. So the first one you said was limit social media and screen time and all of these things we do leisurely. The second one you said was?
Do more deep breathing.
Deep breathing.
Free. It's still free.
Still free. Okay. And the third one?
Get more rest.
Yeah, get some rest. Like, and that doesn't necessarily mean sleep. Because some people just aren't naturally sleepy and want to sleep. Like they just have a lot of energy. So that's not necessarily what I mean. Like just lay your butt down. Instead of on the phone or the laptop or the computer, read a book or lay down and just do some deep breathing. People have a hard time not doing anything. People have they feel like they have to do something in order to make something else happen. And sometimes inaction and stagnation purposefully is enough to make that next thing happen.
Like a meditation.
It could be the next, well, some people are afraid of that word and they're like, oh no, I don't do that. You know, so I try not to say that word too much, you know, to certain, you know, audiences. But if you're just sitting, you could have the next breakthrough of the next novel you want to write, or the next business idea, or the next collab, or the next show topic, or, you know, whatever it is, you know. But if we're always doing something, we're either eating or on social media or on the phone talking or, you know, driving somewhere or, you know, eating again and then go to bed and then we're going to eat again and then we're going to go meet somebody for drinks. Like, if we're always doing something, when is there going to be time for introspection and stillness?
Because, you know, people say, well, I'm in the house, I'm resting. I'm well rested.
No.
You're really not. You know, you're really not.
We forget about our relationship with ourselves. That's key. Relationship with yourself should come first. There should be a certain level of peace and sanity within yourself. And once that overflows, that overflowage, that's for everybody else. If I'm not at that level, I can't deal with nobody else. I got to be right first. Especially for what I do, because I do a lot of giving. I do a lot of nurturing. I do a lot of support. That's what my mission is, to educate, motivate, and empower other women. I'm always giving. And I can't give if I'm not all there.
Can't serve from an empty vessel.
Yep, that's.
I cannot be a wounded healer.
That's true. That's true. Can we do some, what's that juice you call the banana jumping? What's it called? What's that banana? What you call it? The banana smoothie? Remember that you said? Can we give the people that recipe, or that's a recipe?
Sure. I mean, it could be anything. I mean, I just, you know, because I've been doing this for so long, it's whatever.
That is so quick.
Whatever's in the house. So frozen banana. And by the way, I have done it both ways. I've just thrown them bananas in there with the peel, and I've peeled them and put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. Please take my word, peel them damn things before you put them in the freezer, because you're going to be cussing trying to get frozen banana peels off the banana when you take them out of the freezer. You'll be like, I don't want this no more. So anyway, frozen banana in the blender, your favorite nut, your favorite dried fruit if you want it. Maybe you want to save the dried fruit for after you've blended it up. Some spices, cardamom, nutmeg, a little touch of salt. Truth be told, that a little bit of salt actually makes it taste a little sweeter, not saltier. Your favorite liquid milk, preferably. You can put protein powder in it if you like, not too much, because if you're not drinking enough water, that's another issue with your kidneys that you don't want to have. And blend it up, put it in a bowl. You can top it with more nuts or shredded coconut or, you know, chopped up dates or
Chocolate
whatever.
chips. Can you put some chocolate chips up on that jump?
You can put carob chips. Carob is a little bit more healthier than chocolate itself, unless it's dark chocolate.
Unless it's dark chocolate, yeah.
Yeah, carob or dark chocolate.
I beg the different chocolate is healthy.
If you do milk chocolate, we're going back to the cows.
That's right. You're right.
You gotta
about
do that. You gotta do that cacao.
That sounds really good. But you know, I like banana, but when you juice it, it takes over everything. If it's in there, it's gonna take it off. So I always like a little bit of it.
You should not be juicing bananas.
Huh?
You should not put a banana in a juicer. In a blender, no problem. But not in a juicer.
But not in a juicer.
Ain't no juice in there.
It's there for flavor then.
It's a puree.
You know that bananas have 50% of the genetic makeup as a human?
Some eating people? What the hell?
Queen, you be taking it way.
Yeah, you just take, you know.
Jeffrey Dahmer, what are you doing to me?
Oh, and if you think that, you know, sometimes after you have a smoothie that has bananas in it and you're constipated, it could be the bananas, because sometimes bananas can constipate people.
Really? Now that I didn't know.
So I tested it out because I'm skeptical and I'm hard-headed and I don't take other people's word for it. And it was true. You know, not that I'm constipated a lot, but I tried doing smoothies without a banana and I got way better results.
I knew you was full of something. Okay. Got it. So bananas can, man. But you know, that's like the number one smoothie joint.
Well, I know that. I mean, I know that bananas, that makes sense because like if you have the opposite issue with your you know, if you are diarrhea, like bananas and rice, that's the type of stuff that you're supposed to eat.
Oh,
slow that joint down.
So. Like I said, you shit too much.
So you can replace the banana for the base, because I had an issue with this too, because for years I'm just like pounds and pounds of frozen bananas, like, you know, in the freezer, and to just like give that up, I'm like, all right, what am I supposed to replace it with? Pears in a smoothie? Oh my gosh, I did that by accident. I was like, let me just try these pears, and they were like super ripe, skin and all. I just washed them and cut it, you know, cut it around the core. Oh my gosh, the taste of a pear in a smoothie is so good. So I was.
We gotta have one of that, because I'm not good with the smoothie game, and I really want to get. Yeah, I'm not good at all with it. You know, I'm good with Fig Newtons and and almond ice cream. I'm not real good with it. I really want to get my smoothie and my juicing game together, because I would like to sometimes drink my meal, then always have. Sometimes I think we're addicted to chewing. You know,
we are.
putting something in your mouth. If I can learn to start juicing some meals, you know, like lunch, instead of actually eating all the time, then I think it'll be a good thing. Like after I finish workout, I drink a bunch of water and drink a protein shake.
Okay.
But I'm not eating immediately. Maybe another 2 or 3 hours in it. Like today, you just saw me eat about 5. So that's the first time I've eaten today. And then it's Fig Newton time.
about 3 more hours is Fig Newton time, right?
Yeah,
about 4 more hours.
So, you know, I'm just thinking like if I can get my juicing in my smoothie game, because I'm so intimidated by it. I used to cut up all of the fruit. I got some fruit in there now. It's old. I think I had to throw it out. You can't keep fruit in there forever, right? It will get no good.
Yeah, it'll go bad eventually.
You want it to go bad. How about that? You want the food to go bad. If it don't go bad, then don't go back to that store and buy that same food.
No, I mean in my freezer. Like I have some cut up fruit in there I've had in there a long time. I shouldn't use it, right?
Well, how long is long?
Like 6 months.
I would say use it before October.
Okay, I got some berries in there, so I've had them in there for pineapples.
Yeah.
Pineapples.
Pineapples. That's right.
You might not want to blend pineapples and strawberries together, though.
Why?
Well, there are 4 categories of fruit. You know I got an answer for everything, right?
I know you coming.
Well, just simply put, all berries should be eaten with berries.
Okay.
Blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, strawberry, all berries by themselves. So whenever you go to those little corporate events and you got that fruit mixture, that fruit salad,
yes,
your stomach is not happy with that.
Really? Like when people got fruit salads, that's not good.
When it's all mixed up, no, because you have acidic fruit, acid, subacid, you know, sweet, semi-sweet, you know, like different categories of fruit. Like strawberry and banana really should not go together.
But that's the joint though. That's the popular flavor though.
A lot of them, or orange banana.
They playing you.
Huh?
They playing you with that. They playing you with that strawberry banana.
Wow. You know, the things we learn from D is going to get us in a better place. So, okay, I'm going to do something. Next time we talk, we're going to have the Fig Newton into 10 minutes.
That's what made you lose that core challenge. Yep. Them Fig Newtons.
That night, how'd you know I lose it? You keep saying that, but I'm having a problem with you saying I lost the core challenge. When you haven't seen my core.
I thought that was established. I thought you already admitted it. I was just reinforcing it. Sorry. I won't say it no more. I love you.
Okay.
And I don't want you to feel no kind of way.
We're going to do that challenge again in the summer. We're going to do that in the summer where we actually, I don't even know about, I think it's intimidating for me to do a challenge with a physical trainer. I always say that. But I'm going to do that challenge.
Well, let's pick a different type of challenge.
What's that? No Fig Newtons? That ain't gonna work.
I don't eat Fig Newtons, so that's easy for me.
No, challenge me to stop eating them. Damn it, I don't eat nothing else. So, what can we do together?
I don't know. I got to think.
It's hard to figure out something that you can objectively measure.
I think the stomach thing is, the stomach is the best for me. I'm going to get rid of it.
Well, speaking of that, why don't you got Love Your Belly behind you. We haven't talked about that on the show since we've been recording. What's
Love Your Belly? Tell us what that means. There you go, G.
I like how he, yeah. So Love Your Belly is a campaign that I launched a couple months ago for women, mothers or non-mothers, because I come across a lot of women who do a lot of negative self-talk around their midsection. Oh, I need you to come help me fix this and get this right. And, you know, I want to look how I used to look. And, you know, it was a deafening common theme among women. And I'm thinking, you know, mothers in particular, you know, when they're pregnant and they're watching their bellies grow and expand, they're like secretly, you know, not even secretly, but just like this sacred worship, adoration for their belly, and the baby kicked, and they just love every, you know, and then the baby comes and they're post-baby and they're like, oh, is this what I'm supposed to look like for the rest of my life? Oh, I ain't signed up for this. I don't like, oh, no, you have to fix this. Oh, you know, it's like ends of the spectrum.
Yep.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with improvement at all. Like, everybody's trying to improve something about themselves, right? But there are two important tools that I stress in the process of improvement, and that's self-love and self-acceptance. We need to honor these two tools in the journey of improving ourselves, mainly because it's less painful, it's more positive, and it gets us to our goals way quicker. So let's just love our belly. It is what it is, whether you're a mother or not. Let's just love our belly unconditionally. Let's love it and accept it, and then let's take it a step further and heal it. So if you have abdominal muscle separation, also known as diastasis recti, where there's a literally a separation in your six-pack that causes a whole lot of issues, let's love our belly enough to close the separation, which is an improvement in our belly. Love your belly.
Love your belly. So to love this belly, do you have like an exercise to make it better? I mean, what does love your belly? Is it something you could do if the person really wants to work on it? What are you suggesting?
So there are a series of exercises that I show the woman or the man, I have a male client also, what to do, what not to do. I give a monthly webinar just to give the basics of this condition and the symptoms and who has it, just everything pretty much about the condition. And so I actually don't allow you, if I can say that, not to exercise, no physical activity, and I don't even give nutritional advice. So this has actually nothing to do with nutrition and has nothing to do with personal training. This is all, yeah.
I'm your client, so I have to work. My hands up.
And I'll give you one of the pillars of my program is breathing.
Here we go. You know, I've been breathing the whole time. So you're telling me that there's no workout and there's no nutrition. So I can eat my Fig Newtons and I got to do, I'm in. I'm a client.
And I only see you 3 times. So I have a 6-week program for individuals and for a group. So if you have a group of people that want to get together and do it together, which I highly recommend because it's, you know, built-in motivation and accountability.
Yeah.
It's a 6-week program. I only see you 3 times. I see you in the beginning, I see you at the end of week 3, and I see you at the end of week 6. In between those sessions, we can have a text thread going or an email thread going. If there's questions or concerns or FaceTime or, you know, if we need to check in, no problem. But it's not like personal training where I sit with you like every week and I watch you do this thing. No, I give you the tools in the first session. I give you more tools in the second session, and we do a wrap up in the third session.
So all part of the tools, like looking at your belly and test and like kind of.
So part of the program is that I take pictures.
Okay.
Before we start the session, I take measurements. Not only
you're like, I'm out.
That's where we messed up.
I'm out.
But it's good. So these before pictures are actually extremely important because you know how you do before and after pictures, you put them side by side like a collage. Like they're actually very important because week 3, when I take them again and I put them next to the before, you're like, oh my God, I didn't realize. I usually get that 100% of the time, even though you're carrying yourself around and you know you kind of feel a difference, you kind of see a difference. You don't really see it until I put those pictures side by side. And those are the pictures that I post on social media. And, you know, I might, you know, send it out in an email or something. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe. And I'm like, yeah, you've been carrying this around with you. You didn't realize it? Like, no. So the pictures are extremely important because they actually help motivate you to keep going.
Exactly.
It's not an easy program.
No workout. It's just amazing. So if you work out, will you have extra?
She's stuck on that no workout thing. You still need to work out just for yourself.
Well, yourself, but she's saying that you have nothing really physically to do. It's tools.
The only thing that you can do in terms of physical activity for that 6 weeks is walking. You can either walk or you can ride a stationary bike. No lifting weights, no running, no jumping, no tennis. No...
That's what's up. Because I don't do my weights too often. I just can't go outside. I have a low weight regimen, but my thing is walking and getting out, just staying, keep my legs strong. So we're gonna do the next thing on the belly, but you can't give the tools to your program out.
I can give the what and the why.
Okay.
You gotta pay for the how.
Ooh, I hear that. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And it's called Love Your Belly.
Love Your Belly. You can go to my website, FiTTWellness.com. You can go to Instagram. You can go to Facebook. Sign up, and you'll get emails like newsletters and, you know, announcements and happenings and all that kind of stuff.
And you just got 1K in followers. You're doing it big.
Yeah, I've got over 1,000 followers. That was painful. I'm like, geez, it's like
painful. I don't get the followers no more because it'll make you sad. I'm like, enough. That's good though. That's excellent. So what about, because when, you know, we've been together for a while. You had clothes. I mean, you have some things going now. I hear about Love Your Belly. So how's the Fit Tribe clothing going? The leggings. Yeah, how's that going? I see that shirt, sister. So how's you still rocking with that?
I am. We're in the process of releasing some hoodies and maybe some sports bras. Now, there are some things that have already been created. I just haven't released them. And I'm like, So we're probably going to release some just to be season appropriate. We're going to release hoodies and sports bras. And we're creating a Facebook ad to kind of promote it. I'm also in the process of creating a Facebook ad for the Love Your Belly program. Oh, and I just finished putting together the 3-day Love Your Belly challenge. So if you're not ready for the 6-week program,
Lord, here we go.
We got the 3-day, we got the itty bitty 3-day Love Your Belly challenge program that can actually get you ready and guide you towards the program.
Got it. Love it. So I have to make sure that I got this correct. You said deep breathing is exhale out, in. No, exhale in, inhale out. Because I got to do this deep breathing. You lose weight, deep breathing. I got to do it right. So,
here's your back.
Here's my back.
Here's your belly.
Okay.
At rest.
At rest.
You take a deep breath. Expand the belly out. Exhale your abs and belly button back to your spine. Put your hands on your belly. If you put your hands on your stomach, it helps to cue you.
Yep, let's do this together. Okay.
Deep breath. Expand out, exhale. Abs back. Deep breath. Expand the belly. Exhale. Abs to the spine. One more time. Deep breath. Expand. Exhale. All the way back. All the way back. Hold it here. Hold it here. Squeeze, 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 and release.
I just lost 15. Quarantine. You know, this has been the best. I love it because I've been doing the inhale, exhale thing that you think you should be doing. So I'm amazed. Okay.
You're going to wake up tomorrow 15 pounds lighter.
I'm telling you, no Fig Newtons tonight.
I'm going to send you my bill I'm going to send you my bill tonight.
This is for the people. This is for the people. But I love this. I love seeing you, Dee. We really appreciate this FiTT Twin. I love it because I'm learning a lot. I know the people are going to learn a lot. We have to, I think it's important as Black people to focus. We can't just focus on the bad things that's going on around us. We got to focus on our health, what we're eating. All of that makes us better people. So I think that just talking about fitness and being fun about it and approaching things that we would normally know, because I thought I knew some things, but you know,
you thought you were sure Fig News were fruit.
Yeah, I thought Fig News was a fruit. So, you know, and my almond ice cream was still a nut, you know, so I'm learning some things. But I mean, I try my best to eat as best as possible. I really do. You know, no soda, and people need to think about the soda that they're consuming, and Kool-Aid too. Don't forget about Kool-Aid. That's
people still drink Kool-Aid.
What?
That's so 80s and 90s. I thought that was like.
She was like, oh,
a lot. My clients love Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid packs is 25 cents now. You know they used to be 10 cents when we were kids. They're 25 cents.
What?
Yeah, and they are very popular.
Okay.
Yeah, people in the hood are still drinking Kool-Aid. A lot of sugar. You know, after you finish one, you go, because that sugar is so.
Did you know?
Oh, here we go. Come on.
Did you know?
What?
Centuries ago.
Okay.
They used to keep sugar on the top shelf of a pharmacy because they considered it a drug.
Okay.
Sugar, pure sugar. I'm not talking about cocaine. I'm not talking about sugar mixed with nothing else.
Sure.
Sugar used to be considered a drug. And guess what? It still is.
Listen, in school, that's the first thing they taught us, that sugar is the biggest drug in the country. That's the first thing they get us addicted to. It's an infamil. Babies get addicted to it immediately. Sugar is the biggest drug that you could ever think about. But of course, in Kool-Aid, it takes it to a whole new level. Sugar.
Yeah. And before somebody writes into your show and corrects us, I'm talking about processed sugar. I'm not talking about naturally occurring sugar and fruit.
Okay. You're right.
I'm talking about the processed white bleach.
White sugar. Yeah, white sugar is addictive. And so I learned a lot about my body, breathing. That was something I really learned about that. That breathing, if you have this deep breathing, you lose weight through breathing. So I'm gonna breathe the whole night. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep because I'm gonna breathe all night. All night long. I'm like, damn, you've been breathing all night.
But you got to be deeply breathing, and I showed you how to deeply breathe.
I think I'll be in bed tonight. I'm going to lay down and just give myself 10 or 15 minutes of that. And also, it's the time you're saying for meditation a lot. Well, you can introspection. We don't want to call it meditation. For some introspection while I do that and lay down and I don't watch TV anyway. But I think
we've established that. Established that.
I mean, because I don't know how much introspection I need. I'm trying to talk to my counselor because I don't really watch TV, but I do. I'm on the computer a lot, and so I'm gonna work on my time on social media and the screen. And I want the people to listen. Y'all reach out to us. You can reach out to Fit Tribe. Tell them where they can reach out to you.
I'm on Instagram and Facebook, Fit Tribe Wellness. And I have a website, www.fittribewellness.com. Mm-hmm. I am on LinkedIn, Fit Tribe Wellness, and I do have a YouTube page.
Excellent. So you can reach out to us at blackboxradio.com. We have a YouTube channel. We're on all the social media platforms. Tell us what you want us to talk about. I mean, give us some input on what we're doing, because this is for you guys. We're trying to learn some different things so we can be healthy. You're gonna have to bring that juicer out. I don't know if you got a plug over there in that desk with Love Your Belly. You for the juicer on niggas. I'm trying to learn about it.
Maybe the next segment we can like do a demo.
Yeah, demo. Yeah, I wanna and you gotta tell me what fruit to get other than fig.
Other than banana.
throw some fig news on the in the blender.
Right. Hey,
you remember that that meme with that dude sprinkling Salt Bay?
Yeah, you gotta hold the elbow.
That'd be my fig.
So I gotta change the subject real quick because I can't get over this. G, when y'all first met me, that first time I went over there to my,
why you have to tell the secrets? Jesus Christ.
I can't get over it. Did you think that I was wearing a wig?
Did I think that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Do you remember when we first met her, G?
Yeah, I remember.
How did her hair look?
It was long. It was kind of it was long and curly.
It sounded like Macy grayish, right?
Right, yeah. It was like no, I didn't think it was a wig because my daughter's hair is like that. So I didn't think that.
Well, tell them. Go ahead, D. Tell them. Tell them what I said.
So we had a conversation a couple months ago, and
last month,
and my memory is a little blotchy, but she was like, "Yeah, when you change your hair, because when you had that wig on," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "When did I wear a wig? I don't even have a wig." Because she said, "Yeah, when you dyed your hair," I said, "I cut my hair and I dyed it." And she was like, "Oh, I thought that was a wig you had on." I'm like, "What?"
And you know what, G, I take I don't talk about women's hair because you never know if it's a weave, a wig. I never hardly say that. I don't know why I said that, but I did.
But it was a compliment. My mom, I remember, this is one thing I do remember. My mom.
It looked so coiffed.
If somebody thinks you have a wig on, it's actually a compliment, because wigs are supposed to look perfect. It's supposed to look, you know, a certain way. So I didn't take offense to it at all. It tickled me.
Well, they never tell me I got a wig. I'm gonna tell you right now. They're like, "What is that?" I said, "Organized noise."
Organized noise.
Organized. So I never get that. So
but I love your hair. I love your hair.
Thank you. I apologize. I really, you know, I didn't mean anything. And ladies with the wigs, we love y'all. Bring them wigs on here. Let me give you some Fig Newtons. And there you go. Bring them wigs on in here. We all need to get fit and be better people. So we're out. Any last words you got for the people? LYT, last LWT. You got anything good for the people for our first FiTT Twin?
LYB.
LWT, last will testament.
Oh, I was saying love your belly. Sorry.
Oh. I love it. Love your belly. I like it.
I would say life is easy. Keep going.
Excellent. G, you got anything while we out of here? We're out.
No, it doesn't seem like, yeah, just our normal outro. I guess if you're listening and you enjoyed this conversation, you can find us in all the great content that we've been creating here at blackboxradio.com. That's BLAKBOXXRADIO.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Black Box Radio, and find us on Twitter at BoXXBlack. That's BoXXBLAK.
All right. You see how he flipped that switch and got into producer mode? That's a bad voice right there. Did you hear that? That's real coy. All right, people. We appreciate all of the folks who chimed in. FiTT Twin. We're on every fourth Thursday, right? Are we committed?
Every fourth Thursday, yep.
Every fourth Thursday.
But we're dropping them on Mondays, right? We're still doing the BoXXBoDY Monday.
We can, but we definitely want to.
The live is Thursday. We're gonna be live on Thursday. Okay.
We're gonna do this vibe every fourth Thursday. So, what's next, D? You said? What we gonna do next? You gotta think about it. Okay, I'll let you think about it. So we'll be here next in October, fourth Thursday. People, check us out. We out. Peace.